Here at STLV 57-year mission, the last day, day 4, Sunday, with Larry Nemecek. How you doing today, Larry?
I thought it was like day 12.
Day 45. We don't know when the space awesomeness.
Day 47. No, it's great. It's great. It's great. Yeah, 47 Star Trek number.
That's right.
Yeah, no, it's this has been good. Last year we weren't here. We were temporary at the Bally's, so everybody's happy to be here. Right. It's rebounding pretty well from the COVID time, I think. Mm-hmm. Everybody's excited about the new Treks. Yes. The wackiness of everybody's. I think 99% of fandom supports everybody's striking because they get it, right. and they put up with doing without. What was a hassle was having the actors not try to do the letter of the request and not talk about. Right. But it was almost like a throwback to the 70s when the Q&As would be, "What's your favorite color?" and "Where'd you go to school?" And I mean, so they got creative, and but people are still getting their autographs and they're what they want. So
you do a lot of stuff in Trek. You're like Dr. Trek. Tell everybody what you do. You also got like podcasts and video casts and all kind of goodies.
Well, I've always been a Trek fan, but when I was a Trek fan, I was a history buff and a NASA kid, before Star Trek. So I've always been real big on behind the scenes, and then the people that made the shows, and then I'm a canon nut too. But I don't think about it like a straitjacket. It's like just what happened. Let's just keep up with it, and we smooth it when there's a bump, where we fill the gaps and all that kind of thing. I've enjoyed that, but going there when I did the Next Generation Companion years ago, just started talking
to book,
like people like this, the behind the scenes folks. The actors always get their attention, and that's cool, and they're the face of the show.
But you got like the Akudas and Doug Drexler and John Eves and those kind of.
Yeah, those guys, and now this generation. So Dave Blass is the production designer, who's an old fanboy himself, and brought all of them back, as well as got a team that's Liz Koslowski and Kit Stolen, and I'm going to leave people out, but that's people are wetting their pants over Picard season 3 and all that recreation. Awesome. Yeah, and Terry Matalas. We've got fans as the showrunners and writing shows again. Yeah. So it's it's a great time.
Terry Matalas, all those amazing individuals. Yeah. Have you seen Strange New Worlds?
I was going to say Strange New Worlds. Yeah. Strange New Worlds is like a different thing every week, and yet it's not a serialized.
But it's episodic.
Yeah. It's episodic, standalone, but there's threads, there's arcs going, and then they do, a court show, a comedy, the musical.
Musicals.
The crossover with Lower Decks. I mean, but it hasn't felt like a gimmicky. You know what I mean? It's not like one gimmick after another. They've made it all flow. The characters keep going. Even the musical. Yeah. Kept the character.
Flowed, changed it up.
It moved the plots along.
For season 3 of Strange New Worlds, when they do that, what kind of things would you like to see them explore in that universe, in that timeline?
Oh, they're doing such an awesome job. It'd be cool. They finally start doing Klingons, a little bit of ramen. They're going to hit the Gorn.
The baby Gorns and the big ones.
I just hope they don't, and they've got a Kirk in. I just hope they don't
push it too quick.
Yeah, like I'm happy not to see a Scotty. Like, let's not just make it original series light early. Let's just let these like Pike and Una and Benga and all those people just have their time.
Man, Babs is a great character. I love that character because he's just on point. He's very, very like his doctor in Vegas, amazing.
Well, they've leaned into his martial arts that he does. Yep. So not a stunt, but a martial arts.
Real, yeah.
So the doctor, you got the first season. You can tell there was a lot of let's beef this character up a little bit.
Juice him up.
Yeah.
Literally, remember when they the ship, the other ship the Klingons stole? They juiced up and battled all the Klingons.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's I'm excited, and there's a lot of people were worried about the Chapel and Benga to Pring, all that stuff. Like, it's like it's 7 years before you see them later on. There's all this time to tell what happened and why they. Because Chapel did go away, and Bingo went away,
McCoy and Scotty.
Right. And then you see them later, and Chapel comes looking for what they're talking about. Roger. I mean, we're getting in the weeds here.
It's all good.
But I was going, are they going to have Chapel talk about Roger Corby? Well, here she is about to go off. Yeah. Anyway, no, they're doing awesome, and the animateds. The whole Prodigy thing.
They just got out season 2. I believe they're going to just try a streaming network for it, right?
Yeah, well, their Paramount is like one arm of Paramount is funding it. They didn't just pull the plug to finish it, and the other arm is the streaming end that were stupid. They didn't look at they only looked at numbers and didn't look at the whole picture. They didn't want a PR debacle about canceling the kids. I mean, that's the thing. Wasn't that the one for the kids?
But it's the next generation.
That was going to bring them in
into the generation of the next generation of Star Trek.
So, right. It was like, isn't this the thing that was going to feed your younger kids finally and sell the toys and get them in? So, no, they're going to land somewhere. But there's still it's still Kurtzman's production. It's still the Secret Hideout show. They still talk in with everybody else. The other showrunners, they stick together. Their canon does not overlap. I mean, they stay clear of each other and interact when they need to. So,
plus you've got Kate Mulgrew's doing amazing
Yeah.
job, all the cast, and then of course Lower Decks.
Lower
You've got
Decks
Jerry
is-
O'Connell, sci-fi veteran himself from Sliders, and all kind of goodies. You've got his wife's kind of funny. His wife's in live action. He's in the animation,
Right.
so that was pretty cool.
They love that. They have that Battle of the First Officers thing
Very
going. But like Tawny Lewis, who's Mariner,
Yep.
is going to be a writer on the Starfleet Academy show.
Really?
Or she
I know
is. They
that.
were working on it before the strike.
I know that.
So there's, and they're all like way back fans. 90% of them are fans, so they're bringing that.
But you have to have the fandom to be able to understand what's the universe is
Well,
about.
it's-
And all that.
yeah.
Selling in general, it helps.
In the writing room, the art room, visual effects, whatever, they don't have to be, but you can just always tell. It makes things easier. They have their own shorthand, just like fans have their shorthand.
Let's talk about Portal 47, and
Oh.
you've got some new stuff you're doing too. You got all kind of stuff.
Well, Portal 47, I say, we're talking about background people.
Yes, all the good
Behind the scenes people. I say Portal 47 is for all the Trek fans who have no idea how much
Right.
Star Trek they have no idea about still.
Right.
So it's
There's a lot of franchise, a lot of universe to explore.
Yeah. Well, just like, from writers on down, people that you never hear from them, much less like exactly. You see all those names and all those titles. It's like, what do they do? And some of them are, well, they're all great people, but some of them, they're in key places, and they like Dave Blass, like Terry, well,
Very
Terry's
much
showrunner, right. But, this is part of Portal 47. It's all aimed at the backstage and how does the business tie into your fandom? It just makes the shows richer. And it's my special sauce. And so everybody loves the actors, but like when you've watched the shows and you want something more and you want to dig deeper, that's what Portal's for. So we've got roundtables. We've been zooming since 2015.
It's awesome.
We've been doing it for years before the pandemic. So, that's how, but we've got global people.
Global people from all over the world. I got to ask, of all these people that you've interviewed and stuff like that, will anybody coming up soon that you can talk about maybe on the show is going to be on the show?
Oh, well, so this is Portal 47 is like the members.
Okay.
So it's a paywall
Very
thing.
cool.
But no, so Trekland Tuesdays Live is my live stream on Tuesday in the 1 Pacific, 4 Eastern, and I've started having guests on that. And my 6th anniversary, I had Bill Wolkoff was the number 3 writer on Strange New Worlds. And I had him live from the picket line.
Speaking of Federation officers.
Oh, there we go. See, well, we are at Trek Vegas.
We're at
So,
STLV,
yeah,
57 mission in Vegas where they flew last
Yeah. But anyway, it was great. I had the second day of the strike, I had one of the Trek writers on the picket line, live. We were talking while he walked. So that's been an awesome. No, the guests are kind of whatever just comes up.
Right.
Yeah.
All this stuff, is there a website that you can go to find about your things? And is there any upcoming events after this one you're going to be at?
This is like the heat of summer. What are we talking about? What's coming up?
August, September, October.
Yeah. Oh, Starbase Indy.
Okay.
Yes. Thanksgiving weekend. I'll be back. Hadn't been there in several years. But other than that, I need to get working on my documentary project and some other things.
Well, what's that about? Is that the Wrath of Khan?
At the Con of Wrath.
Yeah, Con of
At the
Wrath.
Con of Wrath, yeah.
Very cool.
But the other thing I'll say real fast is our Trekline Treks is you come to LA, there's a tour for Star Trek fans.
Yeah.
In advance, let me know. We'll work it out, and we'll go to 4 places. I've got a list of 50 location film sites. And everybody thinks, oh, Vasquez Rocks. Well, that's the tip of the
that's the one I know.
iceberg rock or something.
Right.
But no, we'll work that out. Yeah.
Very cool. Well, Mr. Lair, always a pleasure.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. STLV, 57-year mission, signing off. Live long and prosper.